Before I begin my rants, I'd like to apologize for lacking on animations and gaming videos. I have been very demotivated and busy with my personal life lately. Also, I will be making music and more Zero Day No See animation soon. This video is not satirical but genuine. I have tried to word this in the most respectful way possible without beating around the bush, though some parts of this video may come off as rude or insensitive. Please tell me if that is the case, for I'm not able to tell when this happens due to having multiple disorders that have led me to lack empathy or social common sense like autism, which is an explanation as to why I might seem rude at times. I apologize for any incoherency that may arise during any point in this video. I've not yet been put through high school English classes yet, so please correct me if at any point in this video my speech feels off. Trigger warning, I will be ranting and questioning shooters, school shooters, people sympathizing with them, and, political and financial corruption, which is pretty obvious from the title. I'd like to start off by asking the obvious question. Why Luigi and not Eric Harris, or Salvador Ramos, or many more? Well, not Salvador Ramos, as if motives for perpetrating the Robb Elementary School shooting were directed towards fame and glory alone. So let's say why Luigi and not Eric for now. I find it very hypocritical that people are praising Luigi Mangione for shooting a healthcare CEO, but treat people like Eric Harris, Dylan Klebold, Wayne Lowe, and more like monsters. People, I feel as though people only praise Luigi because of the fact that he killed someone whom everyone but his family being the CEO's family, seem to universally hate and have been saying things like free him being Luigi, and whatnot, while Eric and others are being treated like monsters and have been for years. I'd quickly like to say that I do not condone any school shootings or crimes in general, nor do I support them or agree with them. I'm not on that side of TCC, meaning the glorification side, but I am on the researching and learning side. I'm just curious. Anyway, as I was saying, people only seem to like Luigi and condone his crime because it was against someone whom people hated, but it's different for people like Eric and, let's say, Pekka Eric Ovian. Leaning more towards Pekka, as Eric wrote about how he wanted to kill people regardless of whether or not it was in a school setting in his journals, but he also had an obvious distaste for people who went there, and there have been reported incidents of teasing and bullying. Which is similar to Pekka, who was tormented by his peers and was said to have been thrown around, picked on, and face other bullying and just being treated horribly. This has also happened to perpetrators like William Atchison. While Atchison targeted a whole new set of kids, we have possible motives as to why he perpetrated the shooting. Bullies. I can only think of a few shooters who had non justifiable reasons for shooting up their school. Not that shooting up a school is justifiable, but like reasons that don't make sense. If you understand that, I don't know how to word it in any other way, but it's just reasons that seemed impersonal, I guess. Those being Alec McKinney, Devin Erickson, Solomon Henderson, along with a couple others. The only difference between them and Luigi Mangoni is that they harm people who have only hurt them. The fact that Luigi's victim had hurt others physically and financially somehow makes it okay, apparently. And by that logic, school shooters who shot up their school due to bullying should be justified and defended because they are harming their tormentors slash bullies and those who are in contact with them. And TJ Lane is another example of a school shooter who shot people because of their experiences with them. I'd also like to touch on how people view Luigi as some kind of vigilante or hero, which I don't think is true. Now, tell me if I'm outdated in the comments, please. I've been trying to keep up with this case, but there's a lot of shit everywhere. but it's speculated that he committed this shooting due to his surgery on his back that might have been a bit not scuffed, but financially screwed or something like that by the United Healthcare CEOs. I think that's the right company. Issues, right? Um, if that's true, then that just makes him selfish and just as bad as every other shooter out there. Most school shooters are vigilantes by that logic. And I'd like to say that the same thing happened to the people the person who attempted to shoot Trump, because I'm hearing things about how, oh, the shooting on his ear was a hoax, but I'm not all that into that. So, to all of you school shooting haters and Luigi supporters, or just pacifists, but oh, Luigi's fine, and other stuff, how are they different? And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, of course, I just genuinely am curious and want to know. I am interested in school shootings and mass shootings, as well as the political and emotional responses to it, which is one of the reasons that I will be doing things like taking political science related courses in high school. Not that anyone cares, and how I'd want to do something law related for a career in the future, like being a politician for potentially the legislative branch or a defense lawyer. Not that anyone cares, but that's just another explanation as to why I'm asking this and am curious about this, even though I shouldn't have to have a reason behind why I'm hyperfixated on things. But I've been told that the best way to get these answers is to ask, which is what I'm doing. So, if this video is viewed by anyone, which I doubt it will be, I'd like to know how the two are different. And I want an answer that doesn't include age, because anyone is capable of being a terrible person no matter what their age is, like child serial killers, rapists, gang members, shooters, bullies, which were mentioned. And by I don't want an answer that includes age, I mean I don't want people to say, oh, these school shooters are monsters because they killed kids and other shit like that. Um, so please, to anyone who views this, leave a comment below. And I also bring up the age thing because that seems to be a lot of people's only defense in the whole matter of their beliefs. Um, that's all for today, and again, I apologize for not uploading in months. I will be trying to do that again soon, and we'll be uploading maybe more rants and or questions in the future, as well as potential political and true crime related topics like documentaries. Uh, yeah. Anyways, I hope whoever decided to, you know, watch this for whatever reason, leaves a comment and has a good day, evening, afternoon, night, or whatever.